we've found with everybody working remotely that there is a whole lot more video chat going on, and kind of not really the barriers to conversations happening all over the place. I don't think, a few years back in this kind of environment, we've had a chat with Sarah in the UK last week and then a chat with you this week. So I think that ability to kind of talk through what's happening in other jurisdictions and learn from what's happening in other jurisdictions. So we've been running a Helix hub that has just information for the construction industry about the COVID situation and how it's impacting the construction industry here in Australia. And so we've been looking at different jurisdictions within Australia and overseas, and especially overseas where some of the challenges that have been faced by the industry have been faced by jurisdictions overseas earlier, and how they dealt with those things and what measures were put in place has really helped in some instances for us to be able to give ideas and information to clients about some proactive things that they might be able to do to deal with the situation. So that's been very helpful to kind of have those connections and be able to speak with people and deal with issues that are arising overseas and see how they impact here.
Yeah, it's really interesting to see a lot of your updates that will come through. I just follow you guys on LinkedIn and Facebook and the like, but some of the stuff that you see rolling through, you're like, oh, that's equally applicable over here. There's very few things that will be construction specific in Australia which are not applicable here, and likewise, like you said, around the world. So we've got a really strong insurance practice up in London as well. And just seeing the claims that they're dealing with from an insurance side also helps us out here as well, because you really look at sort of the cladding issues sort of up in London and out here, which haven't really been dealt with out here quite as significantly as they have been in London. But I'm sure that's going to filter through to the Australian market as well. So there are things that you see, these repeats in cycles that will start in one jurisdiction and just flow through to other jurisdictions.
Yeah, it's interesting to say that. And one of the things, just what Janelle was talking about then, I think we probably took communication for granted beforehand. So I think we're all probably working harder to communicate by other means other than, things like this. Because one of the things I think, certainly from the Australian construction industry, is I hate for us just to be internally focused, because there's so much we can learn from what's happening in the rest of the world. Because the rest of the world, as you just said, Jeremy, there's so much common issues when it comes to the construction industry. And we need to be able to be very open-minded about how to solve some of these problems. And, it may well be that some of the best ideas are ideas that emanate from overseas, or practices that can sort of show that there's better ways and newer ways of doing things, rather than just being internally focused about what the Queensland construction industry looks like, or what the, Australian construction industry looks like. Because I just think it's driven us to be just not broad enough thinking when it comes to solutions.